Hi there! Just picking up where we left off in the last video, the introductory video for micro teachers or academic pastors or instructors, leaders of any kind within the micro track, for you to be introduced to Google Classroom. There was a video before this video that hopefully you watched. So I'm just going to pick up from where we left off on that video, which this video is introducing you with how to grade papers within Google Classroom. That's your biggest role within Google Classroom, you'll find, is just simply grading the papers. MI does all the other stuff with getting the materials up on Google Classroom, getting the assignments posted. You just need to get in here and grade the papers when it's time. So again, you need to be logged in under your MI email address in order to even access Classroom. And then you get into the classroom that you want. Here again, it takes us automatically to this stream page once you enter a class. And on the stream page is where you see the assignments that MI has posted for this class. Again, this class is a little unique because it's a 2-month class. So you'll see 2 different final assignments posted. And those are the only assignments we see here on this page. So you might kind of wonder, well, where are the outline assignments for this class? Within Google Classroom, for each final assignment, these final assignments are working documents. So whenever a student clicks on a final assignment to begin, they can just use that final assignment also as their outline because it's a working document on Google Classroom. I'll explain more what that means in just a second. Let's just say you, as the academic pastor, are ready to begin grading the outlines, not the final. Let's say it's middle of April, so it's not the end of the month yet. It's the middle of the month, in this case, April. And you know it's the due date, whatever the due date is for the outline assignments. So you'll see here it says 0 are done. That's what you want to see because no student should be done with the final assignment at this point. But that doesn't mean that they aren't working on their documents. And that's what you want to see. So I'll show you. So you click this link, or you can click anything here. It takes you directly into this student work page. So the instruction side is just what we have written, what MI has written as what is due for the assignment, which they should already know about from their syllabus. We're not going to write a whole lot on this part. Student work, this is where you're going to spend most of your time as an academic pastor. Again, to get here, I'm going to show you. I'll go back. Here's the stream page. You can get to this work page in many ways. If you want the work for a specific assignment, you go from the stream page to that assignment title, you click it. It takes you right into this work page, which is only showing you that book reflection final, whatever that specific assignment is. Now, if you want to get to a bunch of work, you can go up here again in this 3 bars, the main menu, and go to work. Now, this is going to show you all your classes and all assignments. You only, at this point, are invited to 1 class, so Confessional Faith. So it's just showing Confessional Faith. But this is another way you can see all your assignments if you'd like. And what needs to be reviewed, it'll show you, and what's already been reviewed. So again, we're going to click into this book reflection final is the paper that's due at the end of April for this class, for this micro course. But again, let's say it's mid-April and we're ready to look at the outlines for the final. So just go into it as if you're going to grade the final paper, but actually what Google Classroom does is it shows you any work that's currently being done. So for Jerry Schmery, there's nothing here. There's no attachments. There's nothing for you to view. Nothing's been submitted. In fact, he unsubmitted something. But for Joe Schmo, it shows here that there is something that he's working on. Now it's nice. It tells you it's not done, which implies this is the outline. He has not turned this assignment in. When you see that it says done, that means they have officially turned in their assignment and it is the end of the month. It's their final assignment. But when you go in here and you see not done, this means that they are working on their outline. They're working on that final assignment. And this is really nice for our microtrack because let's click this. Joe Schmo's assignment opens up. This is what Google Documents looks like, which all the students from this point on are going to be required to use Google Docs exclusively. No more Microsoft Word, as long as we're using Google Classroom, because Google Docs works far better within Google Classroom. So let's say this is honestly Joe Schmo's outline. This is my outline. It's really, really good. All right, Joe, that's great, but you need a little help. So as you see, if I hover over to the side here, I just carry my mouse over, this little thing shows up. I can also click this button here. But I click this because I wanted to highlight this, where the cursor just was. I'm going to add a comment here as the academic pastor. This is enthusiastic, but incredibly short. Okay, there's my comment, asking them to work on lengthening this a little bit. Now in Google Docs, you don't need to do anything to click save. There's no such thing as clicking save. It saves by the second. Literally, last edit was seconds ago. So it might feel weird that you're not clicking anything, but this is all being saved in real time. So I'm going to switch over to what Joe Schmo is seeing on his screen. Here's Joe Schmo. This is what it looks like for a student who's working on a document. This is their Google Classroom. I'm clicking Joe Schmo's assignment. He's been working on this, but look at what just showed up. Your comment that you just made seconds ago just showed up on Joe Schmo's working document. So even though it says final up here, it's his outline at this point because it's mid-April, and he knows that, and he's looking at your comments, and he can click resolve, and it hides the comment so that his final document will look a lot prettier. It won't have all these comments all over the place. So that's just real quickly how it looks for the student, and he just resolved that comment. That means that will show up on your side of things. So now we're back on the academic pastor side of things. This is what you're seeing. So let's say you're done making your comments on the outline. You just close out. You just close this tab. It feels really weird, but the changes really are saved. They save it by the second. You can click refresh if it makes you feel better, but you don't need to do that. It will show you what's been saved. So you click close. Okay. And that's it. That's all you need to do for the outline side of things. Now we want a student who has turned in their assignment. So I'm going to have Joe Schmo turn in his assignment. He's turning this in, and this is his final assignment. So they don't turn this in until it's their final assignment. I'm going to switch back over now to you, the academic pastor. And as you can see, it's already showed up that one of the final assignments is done. So this means that Joe Schmo has gone from his outline to now writing the actual final assignment that is due April 30th. So let's say it's April 30th or it's April 31st. You're ready to come in here and actually grade these final assignments. You do the same thing you did for the outline. You click on what's done, or you click on the final, whichever one you want, and it only shows you here in this section what's been done. You can also click out of this and click all right here in this drop down, so you can see Jerry Schmery hasn't done anything. And again, you click into this assignment, and we want you to continue to make comments wherever you want. So add those comments, and you keep doing whatever you want with your normal grading, however you do it. And I also want you to add up on the top here the final grade. A+, whatever you want to do. And then again, it seems weird, but you can just close out of this, and it'll bring you back here. And now this is where you add the grade. So Joe Schmo has turned in his assignment. It's done. You click right here, and you see up here it's under out of 100 points. This is a new grading rubric we're using. So let's just say out of 100 points, you get 100. Okay? We're going to click that. You click enter. It saves it. So now Joe will see that he has received 100, but you haven't yet returned it yet. So you have to return the assignment for it to be in Joe Schmo's inbox and for him to see on his Google Classroom side, like, wow, I got 100 points out of that assignment. So right now, at this point, Joe Schmo can still see your comments, but he cannot see the final grade you've given him within Google Classroom. So just make sure you click, when you've finished a student, you can click all of the done students that you have, and you just simply go up here and click return. It'll say return work to one student or however many you've checked, and you can give them each a private comment, or you can give them all the same comment. You click return. The student will get their assignment, and they'll get the grade that you've given them. And that's really it. That's how you grade assignments, how you make comments on whatever a student's working on middle of the month. And then once they've actually turned it in and it says done, that's when you actually give them the final grade and click return. I hope that makes sense. I want you to mess around with this if you need to. This is all a learning curve for us, so we're just going to practice with this for now. Thank you so much for being willing to do that.